Good morning, Warriors. We'll get started here just in a few minutes. All right. Hope everyone's doing well this beautiful Wednesday morning. Down here in South Carolina, we're getting ready for a potential new tropical storm or hurricane. So it's been kind of exciting watching everybody get ready and get both exciting and nervous. And of course, the storm is supposed to hit us Friday, which is going to be the day after the Marine Corps birthday. Tomorrow's the Marine Corps birthday. For those of you that know any Marines, it's probably the biggest day of the year. It's kind of like Christmas, New Year's, everything all kind of rolled into one. But they're supposed to have the Marine Corps ball, and I'll probably be doing some live broadcasting from that event on Wednesday. It's going to be pretty darn exciting. I'm sorry, on Friday evening. So I'll be making sure to include everybody on that. Today, if anybody wants to join, I'd like to share. Let's see here. Make sure that you can join us on cam today. So let me go ahead and put this in the chat box. And just 1 minute here. So the link that I'm adding on here, all you got to do is just simply jump on this link if you'd like to join me and come on the stream here. Looks like we are getting everything put together. Should be getting a couple people joining us soon. So I've gotten some feedback. Some people absolutely love the Stoic philosophy. Other people said, "Hey, it's getting a little dry and boring." I hear you. I appreciate it. I want this to be of value to everybody. So we're going to switch things up a little bit. We'll still continue to read some of our lessons of the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday, but we're going to probably move that to maybe once a week now and get a chance to hear from you. What subjects would you like to talk about? What would you like to share with your fellow warriors? What I'd like to do is spend some time and kind of share with you a little bit about what I consider to be warrior traits and warrior tactics, how they've influenced me in my life and how they've helped me to be successful and growing my business. It certainly has not been a linear path, but I did start a company out of the trunk of my car, grew it to to over $30 million in organic revenue. And that's my really goal here in the Warrior Academy, is teach others not necessarily how to grow a business, but how to use all the challenges and the difficulties that you may have had in your life and become successful by them. The more people that tell you you can't do something, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, I'm going to show you how to use those tools and tactics to turn that around and use that as motivation. All of us have had conflict and struggle in our life. All of us have had challenges in our childhood that we're still trying to work out later in life. All of us have had something that's happened in our life. And we tend to use those as things to hold us back and to draw us away from achieving whatever that personal success and fulfillment is your life. And what I think the definition of the warrior is, and what the Warrior Academy is all about, is flipping that script, is using those as great opportunities to grow and to learn, and use all those things that we typically think are challenges and bad things as actual blessings and actually great gifts that we've given to make us stronger and better. So what I'd like to do is today we're going to talk a little bit about what's on the wall behind me, because again, this is kind of my visual representation of my resume. And what I'm going to do is pick out one of the objects on this wall here every day, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. So let's just go ahead and start over here at the top corner. And this is one of my probably favorite and most proud possessions. This flag, or as we call it in the military, colors, if you look closely, you'll see that it's very wrinkled, and those wrinkles are really embedded in it. And the reason it's wrinkled is because this flag was actually unfurled underwater of all places, at the USS Arizona. So if you look closely here, you can actually see this flag and the two sailors here. And this was done on a reenlistment ceremony. So my cousin is named Richard Pelton. I'm going to go show you the plaque here. On November 30th, 2012, this American flag was brought underwater by Chief Navy Diver Richard Pelton of SEAL Delivery Vehicle Team 1. It was deployed on the Pearl Harbor. It was deployed in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, underwater on the deck of the USS Arizona in the proximity of gun turret number 1. This is really sacred, coming from sacred water and one of the most sacred points in our military. My cousin Richard actually was a diver, served in the Navy during Desert Storm, got out, was actually working down in Orlando, Florida, working at Universal Studios of all places. He was a underwater welder, an electrician, repairman. One of his jobs was to go on the Great White Shark for the Jaws ride and actually fix some of the components that were on there, and then decided to get back into the Navy. Now, he was a little bit older, probably in his 40s at that time, which is pretty old for someone to get on, and he ended up joining with one of the SEAL teams. So in the SEALs, there's a couple different teams. SEAL Delivery Team 1 is actually a mini sub that's used to deliver SEALs. It looks very similar to what you see in this coin. It's an open top sub. You can fit 4 or 5 SEALs in there, and it helps them go long distances. And for every one of the SEALs that operates on that unit, there's probably 10 or 15 supporting Navy divers, and that's where Richard is. He's one of the supporting divers that's out there. So when he had his reenlistment, they are located in the Pearl Harbor area, and one of his responsibilities is taking care of the Arizona. Anytime there's dignitaries that are come on that, he's going to actually sweep the Arizona to make sure that there's been no explosives or bombs or any type of sabotage that was done to it. He also does surveys on the deck of the Arizona to see what repairs or things that may be done. And because of his work that he does on that, he had the honor of choosing where he was going to re-enlist. And he decided that he wanted to do it on the deck of the Arizona. So he told me about it, said, Zach, is there anything you'd like to have me place on the deck of the Arizona or take? And I said, I'd be deeply honored if you would take this flag here and put it out. So again, very, very significant, very, very special. Had it framed. I keep it up here, and it inspires me about one of the most important warrior traits that's out there, and that is you have to believe in something bigger than you, your purpose and your why. And one of the things, if you've read my book, Warrior Entrepreneur, Lessons from the Battlefield to the Boardroom, hopefully you'll have an opportunity to continue to unlock some of the exciting things we're going to be doing here at Warrior Academy, the big one being our announcement coming up on December 12th. We talk about purpose, we talk about why, and how important that is to the warrior's journey and to the warrior's mission. So what I'd like everyone to do is think about your why, think about your purpose, think about what you do that is bigger than you, that is something that helps you get up out of the bed in the morning and what you do. And maybe this evening on our evening session, we'll get a chance to all share and talk about that. We are going to have a very special broadcast today at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Tomorrow, again, is the most significant day in the year for every single Marine. This is bigger than Christmas, New Year's, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving combined. It's the Marine Corps birthday. And I will be actually broadcasting live from the main VIP stands right next to the General's booth at Paris Island. And we're going to be watching the Marine Corps pageant. It is a very, very exciting event where Marines reenact all the different levels within time that the Marines serve. So you'll see Marines come out in all authentic uniforms from Revolutionary War up to current day. A lot of these Marines are personal friends of mine, people that I work with at the Paris Island Living History Detachment, and I'm looking forward to hopefully having everybody join me on that. So with that, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and check us back today at 2 o'clock Eastern Time.